Today is Friday. And our friend Nigel has just been laid to rest in Devon. So we are on our way to Poitiers, to the Volkswagen dealership, and we left home in sun. We've driven under this cold, dark cloud. The car is due its first service since we've owned it, which has come along rather quickly, I thought. I don't think we've done the mileage. It must be the time, because it's...
Well, if we bought it before I had my right knee done, it's over a year.
Yeah, so it's based on time rather than mileage or kilometrage, I suppose.
I would have thought the other way around.
We haven't done enough kilometre. Oh, fuck.
Distance.
I can't. My brain's not working today. Comme d'habitude. So we're going to the dealership to book the service, which we could have done over the phone or by email. But Mark has a list of things that he wants at the same time that he's been meaning to organise. So finally, now everything else is out of the way, now his knee's out of the way and whatever, he sent an email with a list of the things he wanted and was invited for an appointment, which is a bit annoying really, because this is going to take us an hour and a quarter and an hour and a quarter home, and then we're going to have to go an hour and a quarter next time for the actual appointment for the car to be left there, and potentially another trip to pick it up if it's there for longer than a day, because we'll have to have a courtesy car. I can't be hanging around there all day because it's not central to Poitiers, and we don't do hanging around in the city any longer. We were meant to go to physio yesterday, but we ended up with a very large lorry parked across the bottom of the driveway, and it looked like they were about to dig out the telephone pole. I thought, oh great, just as we've reattached to the telephone, to France Telecom, they're going to disconnect us. And they sat there for about half an hour, and we decided that we would cancel the physio just in case, and it made it easier for us really to just not have anything to do yesterday morning. So we cancelled physio, and then we went to art in the afternoon. Which was pleasant. I didn't do very well. I think I've hucked up my picture that I'm doing, and I lost... What did I lose? Confidence? Faith? The will to live?
Moral fibre?
Moral fibre. I lost moral fibre and decided and just put it away. Put something on top of it, and Cleo came over and I went, it's finished. She said, oh, I'll find you a nice frame for it. Thinking, no, you won't. It's not finished really. So it was we had a day of birthdays, people bringing in food because it was their birthday, and drink. So we had quite a bit of sugar yesterday afternoon. That's probably why I'm in pain today. All that sugar. A lot of leaves have been knocked off already off the trees. There's not that many left now. And of course, without the sun on them, that they don't glow quite as much as they do when the sun's on them. I had an email from the insurance company who insure the house and the car, it's attaching a direct debit mandate for Mark to sign. I was trying to work out why they wanted it, and I realised it's because of the new IBAN number. So it sort of prompted me to write back and say, okay, I'll do that and pop it in the post to you. Will you send me a claim form? And she said, oh, we don't do claim forms. You just need to write to me and tell me what's happened with dates and pictures if you have some, and I'll open a file. So I've done that. So that was easy, not having to go in.
So what you to do with the dispute?
Well, it's sort of about. Well, I started off with the storm damage, explaining that the fence has been under pressure from his trees, and that we're in the mid-dispute about that, and waiting for the mayor to come round, and you know, we're waiting to replace. You know, these aren't expensive panels, and we're hoping to replace with better quality and therefore more robust panels, but not until he's managing his land, and we're waiting for that to happen. Don't hold your breath. So I sort of mixed. It's sort of a mixed claim. It's a claim for the few bits of damage from the storm, but also perhaps opening up the dispute claim. Does that make sense?
Yes. I don't understand the system, but apparently, from what we gather, when we've got the kind of dispute we've got with our neighbour, you go to the insurance, and I guess our insurance contacts his insurance, and it proceeds from there, apparently.
We'll see. Yes, please. Second toilet stop. This is not a good time of day for me for travelling. I'm going to pause you whilst we do this, after we've gone round the roundabout. Or maybe not. Or maybe. So somebody mentioned that they had ordered cross tape from Amazon and used it, and it had worked, which is amazing. I ordered cross tape from Amazon and it's lost in the post at the moment. So I could really do with it at the moment, but it's not arrived. We're hoping not to come across any blockages from agricultural vehicles. There's lots of protests going on all over the country with farmers, tractors, fires. They're sort of, they're peaceful protests, but they block one side of the road, so everybody slows everybody up.
And we hope that Jeremy Clarkson's not involved over here.
Well, he won't be. He's English. Intriguing. We're watching The West Wing, and they were about to embark on a trip to Brussels where the farmers there were doing the same thing, and that was back in 2006 probably. So it's not a new thing. So we're just about to come to the end of season 5. There are only 2 more seasons. We don't know what we're going to do afterwards. We'll probably have to go cold turkey.
You said you looked for Hill Street Blues box set?
Oh, I did say, didn't I? I'll have another look. I may have looked, but it might be that Hill Street Blues isn't on DVD.
Yeah, could be.
So...
Mind you, I think I must have watched that whole series when it was broadcast probably at least 3 times round.
A bit like you do with Last of the Summer Wine and did with MASH.
Yeah.
We did catch a bit of it, didn't we? I managed to get some of it on Fire Stick, but then it just...
Yes.
The Fire Stick's just...
Fire Stick's so
impossible.
erratic and it's so erratic and complicated to use.
I think that over there is the agricultural college. Agropole. Thought I'd do a bit more whilst we're waiting for the lights. We're just the other side of the campus now. And some people like to see the houses and the architecture.
tractors.
So far.
Well, I can't see any no left turn signs.
No, well, you have to turn left because they've removed the roundabout over the other way, haven't they? You had
Yeah.
to go all the way down and turn round, I think, when we came last
Well, we
time.
went up. I missed that turn because there was no roundabout.
Yeah.
I had to go on to the next one, but I'll try and
Just
turn
turn
left
left here.
'cause,
It's
well,
ridiculous.
I've done it before.
Yeah. The bendy bus. See, this is the issue, which is why
Yeah.
there's no left turn, is that you're now holding traffic up.
There we are. I'll follow this little driver because I'm sure they know what they're doing.
We're actually not doing too bad, are we, time-wise?
No.
Considering we've stopped 10 times for the toilet.
Well, I didn't really think the trip took as long as you were suggesting.
Well, when we came to pick this car up, we were late. I remember texting Eric and saying, Eric, we're late. And he said, don't worry, don't worry. We won't sell the car before you get here. I think maybe we were coming for a look, because it wasn't on the lot, was it? We had to come back. This car wasn't on the lot,
didn't
and
he
he
show
had,
us some equivalent?
and we had to come back and see this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it only? Well, no, it was May last year, so it's over a year ago. It's nearly 18 months.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Well, there is that suggestion that we measure our personal time by the number of new events that occur.
And
Well, there have been a lot of new events
Which means...
like knees, like so the time seems a lot longer.
Oh, does it? Oh, longer rather than
Yeah.
faster.
Well, it does seem a long time to me in some ways.
Yeah.
You know, the last time we saw friends over in Britain, it seems years ago.
It was May.
Yeah.
It was May. And the May last year was Canada.
Yeah.
And that feels like that was
a century ago.
2 years ago. But it was only, 18 months ago. It feels much longer than that. You got any more knees in the offing, or?
No, I regret to say I've only got the 2. So.
I don't think you regret to say. I bet you're pleased. Okay, stopping again. Well, this wasn't what we expected. Car's actually gone through for its service, which will be about 2 hours. If I had known, I would have bought a book. If he'd have known, he would have bought a book.
How are we going to pay?
How are we going to pay? With money.
Which is in your purse. I've got my card.
Well, you've got your card. I've got my card in my purse. I didn't bring a checkbook, but your card will be fine. So we're stuck here for 2 hours with nothing to read. New cars to look at. Hot chocolate. Free. So it's an hour later and we're still here. That's over there, across several lanes of traffic. That's Castorama, which is a DIY store. There was a time when we would have wandered round there, but we don't anymore. I'm very sleepy. So we're back on the road. We've just left. It's just before 5 o'clock. There was a bit of a long afternoon hanging around, having not expected to have a long afternoon hanging around. I'm not going to make it to the post office, that's for sure. But we will stop in the square and have a quick look at the market when we get there. It's misting up. You're misting up again, aren't you?
Well, just a bit more. Should do it.
It's because they washed it, didn't they? They washed the car. We sitting there waiting because we'd been called to his desk, and our keys were on the desk, and he was gone a long time, and we contemplated picking up the keys and doing a runner, then realised we were too old nowadays to do any runners, and just had to sit there and bite the bullet. What are you going to do on your bike? I don't think you're meant to impede the Poitiers. I don't understand, if they've got their blue light on, why they're not just going through red lights.
Yeah.
That's not how it would be in the UK, is it?
No. Oh, it does annoy me. Stop in the queue, and then the lights don't change, but people start shuffling forward.
Yeah. Bloody people. People, they're annoying, aren't they, people?
It's that meme I keep saying. It's too peoply out there.
Oh, yeah. Maybe he doesn't know he's got his lights on because they're doing this. He's doing the speed limit. He doesn't seem to be in a hurry.
No.
I thought the lights would be on the roundabout, but they're not on yet. They probably come on at 6 o'clock. least compensating for the light. It's looking daylight through the phone. Well, almost daylight. God, there's people sitting under there in the cold. I'm going to pull up where you'd pulled up earlier.
Yeah.
I won't be long. I promise I'll be about 5 minutes.
Okay.
You'll be fine here as long as you're not getting out.
Salut. C'est pas bien longtemps parce qu'on est à la fête là. Enfin à la fête. On est en direct pour le
Et oui, c'est ça ce que j'aime bien, surtout l'ambiance entre nos agriculteurs et surtout entre tous nos commerçants qui sont sur ce marché de Noël. Ils aiment bien comme ça se taquiner pour leur plaisir. Donc profitez de ce marché de Noël, on est là jusqu'à 22h, même un peu plus large. Allez voir un petit peu tout le monde. Viens me voir mon ami. Tu as un superbe chalet avec des choses complètement différentes des autres. C'est vraiment très agréable. On trouve de la maroquinerie, on trouve des produits du bois, on sent l'artisanat complètement. Donc là, tu nous offres un voyage au Maroc.
This is just to give you a flavour. It's very difficult because you shouldn't film people. Of course, we're full of people. So.
Donc avec ces racines, c'est plus de superbes photos, de superbes objets. On a des dés qui sont magnifiques. Ce que j'aime bien en plus, c'est la couleur et le fil du. Oui, mais justement, parce que c'est pas le prendre là. Ah oui, c'est magnifique. Et puis bien sûr, vous pouvez retrouver ta part. Donc si nous avons voyagé partir au Maroc ce soir sans prendre d'avion, on vient au chalet et on a tout ce qu'il faut. On trouvera tous les produits qu'on peut avoir. C'est commencé de la fleur du notre ami va vous les présenter des produits qui là justement permettent de comprendre un petit peu ce produit.
Noticing for people filming, I think probably it's become more normal. Oh, Père Noël. Oh, pardon. Voilà.